Hi guys, Mike here at netbooklive.com, and we're going to take a quick look today at the Acer Aspire S3 ultrabook in a very short unboxing video. And we have the device right here. As you probably know, this is one of the first ultrabooks to have hit the market this year, and it's also one of the most affordable. It goes for only $900. But let's go ahead and open the box and see what you have inside it. Fairly nice looking box, but I don't think that's something you'd care about. Okay. You have the laptop over here, but we're going to deal with it a bit later. Because let's see what else do we have in here. Okay, you have a couple of manuals, some warranty, and some Acer manuals, a quick guide. And in here, you have the power adapter, and you can see that it's fairly large brick, pretty standard for laptops these days, and definitely larger than what Asus has on their ultrabooks, and a pretty large adapter here as well. And of course you have this cable, so you can connect it to an European plug. Okay, and these are pretty much all the things in here. Let's get the box out of the way. Okay, and let's focus a bit on the actual laptop. It's inside this wrapping here, protective wrapping, and here it is. This is the Acer Aspire S3, a 13.3 inch ultra sleek portable laptop. It's been launched just a couple of months ago. You've probably seen some other reviews available online, but this is actually my first time with it. On the exterior, the upper lid is covered in aluminum. Actually feels quite nice. There is this black hinge here, and this resembles the MacBooks a lot. And the bottom, it's silver, but it's made from plastic. You can see it's a bit hollow plastic. You don't have access to the battery. You don't have access to memory or hard drive. You have these rubber feet. They're pretty solid, pretty big. I'm not really sure what's in here, what's beneath this silver part. And you also have the speakers here on the bottom, one on each side, and they're placed towards the bottom. Let's have a quick look on the sides. Nothing actually on this part, except for a card reader. There is an SD MMC card reader here. On the back, you have some of the ports, and you have, this is the power adapter, HDMI, and two USBs. They're pretty close together. That might be a problem in trying to use them, to use all of them. And in here there is the cooling vent. And on this other side, what you actually have is the headphone microphone jack, and this is pretty much all. Like I said, the speakers are here on the back, stereo speakers, one on each side. Sorry. Okay, opening the device, you're going to notice that the interior, it's also made from plastic. So this is plastic in here as well. And the bezel around the screen is also made from plastic. It's nice that it's some made plastic. It doesn't feel or look that bad, but it's still plastic. While other ultrabooks available right now, for instance the Asus ones, come with metallic body. And of course the device that probably inspired this category of laptops, the MacBook Air, also comes with a metallic shell. But overall the device is not that bad looking. You can see that it's very slim. It measures like half an inch in thickness. The battery is integrated, so it's an overall sturdy shape. It's quite light, only 3 pounds for a 13.3 incher. And this is quite okay. Now what you also have here is the screen. This is glossy. It's a 13.3 inch display, 1366 by 768 pixel resolution, so pretty standard in here. And like I said, this part is made from plastic. Now let's focus a bit on the trackpad and the keyboard, the keys, they're nicely spaced. They don't flex that much, and they're not noisy. However, there's one problem: they're a bit mushy and they come with pretty poor travel. So it's you don't have a proper feedback when actually using them, and that may cause you to produce a bunch of typos when typing quite fast. Personally, I've tried this one, and it takes a bit of time for you to adjust to this a keyboard like this one, but once you do, it's going to be decent. It's not great, but it's not bad either. However, there are some layout problems. For instance, you can see that the arrow keys, they're very small. For instance, let's compare them to my finger. You can see they are extremely tiny. I haven't seen tinier keys than this in a long while. And you also have here, Enter key is integrated with this key here on top, which feels a little bit misleading, because you might accidentally press it like this and hit this key instead of pressing Enter. Now also Control Alt keys, they're a bit smaller than they should, because they're not square like these keys around here. They're a bit rectangular. Overall, though, the keyboard is decent. And then we go back to the trackpad, which is quite large. It's probably not as large as on the MacBook Air, but definitely there's enough surface in here for comfortable use. However, it's a bit inaccurate sometimes, and you can see that it integrates click buttons. It's not a clickable trackpad. You can't click everywhere you want. You have to click here for left click, or here for right click, and you can see that this area is very stiff. For instance, I'm pressing it right now, and it's not happening anything. I have to press hard like this, and this is quite poor. Also had some problems actually trying to use multitouch gestures on this one. They don't seem to work, at least not on this laptop, this device I have here. I have here the power button and the status LEDs right here next to the screen. We're going to power it. Inside you have a Core i5 processor, 4GB of RAM, and you don't really have an SSD like you have on other ultrabooks. You have a hybrid solution with a 20GB SSD for the operating system and the main files, and 320GB hard drive for the rest of the content. And this makes the device a bit slower than other ultrabooks. Still, it's going to load in like 40 or something seconds. Let me zoom in a bit in here. The screen, you can see viewing angles, they're not that good. They're not very bad either, but it's nice that you can tilt the display back if you need it, like this. And this is something I appreciate. But it's really, you really have to have the space to actually do this. Okay, I also should show you that this one resumes from sleep theoretically very fast, in just a couple of seconds. Go to sleep and resumes to sleep. But it's not as fast as on the Asus UX21, the other ultrabook I've tested recently, also on the site. Let's go ahead and try this. And it should go to sleep mode right now. It takes a bit of time, so like nearly 10 seconds or something, and let's see if it resumes fast. Yeah, it resumed quite fast, but it took a while for it to actually go in standby. Now let's go ahead and quickly open a browser, and I'm going to show you YouTube. Let's see YouTube performance. Of course, this one should be able to play a YouTube clip without a problem. We have a 1080p trailer in here, and this one should do just fine. And let's hit 1080p, and I'm going to show you that it's going to work flawlessly. The speakers, they're not that bad. and you can see the viewing angles once again.
You should see your faces.
They're an indigenous population called the Na'vi. They are very hard to kill.
Okay, so the speakers, they're loud. Sound quality is not that good actually, but the speakers are loud enough. Also, I told you I was trying to use multitouch gesture for zooming or for scrolling. They didn't seem to work, but that might be probably a software related battery. I'm going to give it a proper look. As for the battery, this one comes with a 3-cell battery. It's quite small and it's going to offer like 3 to 4 hours of life on a single charge. Probably even less if you're going to watch 1080p content, and that's quite poor for a device that should be ultra portable. Okay, those are pretty much all the things I wanted to show you right now in this unboxing. A video review will follow and a comparison with some of the other ultrabooks available on the market right now. The price, like I said, it's $8.99 and it's one of the cheapest such devices available on the market. I'm not going to tell you my views whether this one is worth buying or not. I'm going to have to wait for the review for this. But based on first impression, there are some things I like about it, some things that I don't. I like the fact that it's slim, that it's overall solid build. I don't really like the keyboard, I don't really like the trackpad, the plastic finish, and can't really say I'm okay with this. I'm that fond of the screen. It's decent, but it's not amazing. Okay, more details, like I said, there will be available on the site on netbooklive.com and also on ultrabookreview.com, where I also post articles on devices like this. Perhaps you could check this one as well. Thanks for now, Mike at netbooklive.com with the Acer Aspire S3 in a pretty short unboxing video.